Or like I said, don't touch me or something like that. I was like, yeah, just don't touch me. And then he did it anyway.
She makes it seem like I asked if I could do it, and then she said no, and then I still did it anyway. That's something that did not happen. She's trying to make me look like a weirdo.
Summyah, a new streamer who seems to be in controversy at least once a month, is having another person get mad at. And while I would like to say it's just him, it seems like the entire internet has turned their back on her, making fun of her all because of a singular picture and because of her over-the-top reaction that people are apparently not okay with. But I don't want to yap too much, so why don't we start from the very beginning with how this all even started, with who even is Summyah, in case you're unaware.
If I'm like 25 plus and I'm with somebody for 2 years, 2 to 3 years, and you don't know if you want to marry me, you gotta go. Because by that time I'll be 30 years old, almost 30, and I just wasted so much time with you. You gotta go. Or if I'm 33 and I'm with this man for 2 to 3 years and you don't know if you want to marry me, we in our mid-30s, you gotta go. You ain't about to waste my 30s.
Summyah Marie, for the uneducated, is a pretty popular streamer slash TikToker who makes a variety of content, mainly in streaming, night routines, things like that, along with doing some Instagram stuff, modeling for certain brands, or just posting promos, and has gained a pretty large following because of it. Also, her being featured in Kai Cenat's bigger streamer university that happened earlier this year. She seems to be doing pretty well for herself and is widely well known for a variety of things, and most recently it seems to be drama, but in this one specifically, it's due to an altercation she had with a fan because of a TikTok he posted when he tried to wrap his arm around her while taking a picture, and her reaction to it just set a lot of people off the wrong way. I even originally saw this video when it came out, and genuinely my reaction was just a little bit of laugh here and there, but when you first see it, it just seems like, oh yeah, she's genuinely upset that he put his arm around her during the picture, probably didn't ask for it, or it just came out of nowhere. And her reaction to some people might be a little bit over the top, but if you just don't like people touching you in any sort of way, when somebody does it without letting you know, I could understand being upset about it. But this original TikTok got a lot of views. Right now it's sitting at over 5 million, so a bunch of people were sitting here commenting, talking about it, saying the wildest things in the entire world, prompting another person to report on the situation because of how much traction everything was getting.
Man, so streamer Summyah Marie going viral after she went off on a fan for touching her. I guess dude asked for a picture and it's the pose he tried to do. Soon as he put his arm around her, she went off on him and said, "What you doing?" I ain't gonna lie, bro, I don't care what nobody say. Some of these people is not humble. I know it's gonna be some of y'all in the comments saying you ain't supposed to touch a stranger. I don't consider her a celebrity, but it's people out here that's fans of her. Millions of people that did this when they see somebody they support. I honestly think some people ain't used to attention, and that's why they do the most. It seems like the bigger somebody is, they be way more humble. When I met Young Miami and Cardi B, they was way more humble, and this girl ain't even half of what they is. I'm not even saying she wrong for not wanting nobody to touch her. She just did too much though. Motherfuckers be looking for a reason to be mean to somebody. I will say, dude, for even posting this video. I understand why he did it, because it's going viral like a motherfucker now. But you couldn't have paid me to embarrass myself like this, especially for a F-list streamer. I could even understand if she was a huge superstar. This ain't it.
Yeah, I don't know who Summyah was feeling like. It's simply a picture, and he was respectful about it too. He didn't put his arm around her waist, but around her shoulder, which was respectful. Nowadays, everything for the clips. I understand her not wanting to be touched, but it's a respectful ways to go about it. I feel like when you famous, you gotta expect this. Most celebrity women don't get mad at poses like this. She could have said it in a more calm way. Not saying she a celebrity. If the reaction is the biggest thing people are harping on, I don't really get it. Yes, she might have wowed out and told him not to do that, but if somebody puts your arm around you and you're used to people asking if they can do that and this person does it, I could understand the reaction. And apparently people are associating that with being humble, as if not being okay with being touched by somebody you don't know makes you less humble. I really don't understand that at all. It's saying that other celebrities allow it, that's cool. If they allow it, that's them. But this is her, and she doesn't want people to touch her while taking a picture, so I think we should all just respect that. But the biggest thing that came out of that reaction video was Summyah actually commenting on it and saying something that opened up a lot of people's eyes to the situation. That being that apparently he asked if he could put his arm around her before taking the pic, and she said no, but he still did it anyway, causing him to have to make a response, because now he's definitely looking like a weirdo and a creep for even touching her at all.
So y'all, just me standing up for myself as a young black man, because like this is really me teaching y'all young boys and the youth how to do. So basically, I'm sure the comment. Boom. So I'm gonna tell y'all everything that happened before I got this picture. I said, "Can I get a picture?" She said yes. Then I put my arm around it. Boom. She makes it seem like, if you see the comment, she makes it seem like I asked if I could do it, and then she said no, and then I still did it anyways. That's something that did not happen. She's trying to make me look like a weirdo for doing that after I didn't ask. All I asked for was a picture, and I did that post. So I just wanted to clear up my name, because that's actually very weird that she would have made me seem like a creep, and I'm not. I just wanted a picture. So I actually lost a lot of respect for you. Even if it doesn't matter, I feel like as a person, I've lost a lot of respect for you as a person. Like, to try to lie on me for no reason. Like, okay, we see how you acted, but you don't have to lie on me because of it. You feel me? But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and tell y'all that.
Now, obviously, I can't confirm or deny if that's actually what happened. I even went back in Summyah's VOD where I saw she was at that event, and at no point in time did I see the part where she took a picture with the guy, so I'm assuming it happened off stream. But if that is the case, that she is lying about the dude, talking about she told him beforehand to not put his arm around her, and yet he did it anyway, that is very weird of her to do. I'm not going to sit here and try to defend that action, and he's not someone trying to get famous for real off of doing TikTok or off of content creation from what I've seen. And I just see this video not as clout chasing either, which I saw some people saying, but him actually defending himself after she said this, which you kind of would want to, especially if somebody's pointing out and making you out to be a complete weirdo. Now, where I do see the issue still lies is, if you did not ask her if you could touch or put your arm around her, why would you do it? Now, a lot of people are pointing to one situation where they show a picture of Summyah with another guy who did the exact same thing, has his arm around her, saying that, here, look, she allows other people to do it, but she isn't letting him do it. She is a weirdo and a two-faced liar. When in all reality, the actual video looks something like this.
You better not post no of my balls. Oh, if you post, no, don't touch me.
Oh my God.
Appreciate it. Think you slick. Let me see that one too. Oh, the other one was better, but you good. If I see you post it, I'm blocking you.
We take a picture, we tell they do not touch me. Don't touch us, mind you. Same person, by the way. Too many people were trying to use that picture or that moment as a way to prove that she is just over exaggerating, and the fact that she did this was showing she was doing too much, looking for a clip, looking for some type of way to gain attention, when that's just not the case, especially when you watch the actual video, which it seems like no one at any point in time is trying to do, but still yet posting this photo around as if it's the gospel. And in my opinion, he did a way better approach than the other guy. The other guy said out his own mouth he at no point in time asked her if he could put his arm around her. Well, this guy at least asked, hey, is it cool if I touch you, put my arm around you? And she changed her mind and said she didn't want him to, after thinking that he was going to post a trend type style saying that she was his ball when that entire thing was going on. Even if this doesn't convince you that, hey, Summyah probably just doesn't like people touching her, there are other instances and clips showing that she just does the same thing to everyone, and it does not want people to put their arms, hands, or anything on her when taking a picture.
Wait, Summyah?
Yeah.
You're Summyah?
Yeah.
Oh my, wait, can I get a picture?
Yeah.
No. You on TikTok?
Yeah. Okay.
I go my arm right?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look up at the camera, girl. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, she's streaming too?
All right.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
I've shown you now 3 instances where she does not want to be touched, including the moment that started this entire drama, showing that she just doesn't want somebody to put their hands on her when taking a picture. I don't know if I need to get a 4th, a 5th, a 6th, or how many times I would have to show people to make them understand that, hey, maybe she just doesn't want somebody to put their hands on them and touch them. And this is even an echoed sentiment that she had when she addressed the situation herself, echoing the sentiment that she just doesn't like people touching her when taking a photo, and even going into depth on why in that specific scenario she didn't want anybody to put their hands on her because of everything that was going on.
The dude who tried to put his arm around me or whatever, and like people are putting like another picture of me letting a dude put their arm around me or whatever. When I was in New York and that happened, like he put his arm around me, I realized, I was like, can you move your arm or whatever? And he was like, oh, my bad. And I got like a lot of backlash for that. And then when I did it aggressively, it was because I was irritated because he asked, or like I said, don't touch me or something like that. I was like, yeah, just don't touch me. And then he did it anyway. And like I got like a weird vibe. Like he's like, you know, I got like weird vibe because he was looking down the whole time. So I'm like, is he trolling? But I was like, let me just take the picture. So it was just like, what? And then I seen him make a few videos, which is like, it's fine. Like get your content off of it. I'm not against it at all. Like I literally do content. But he was like, well, I lost respect for you because I never asked you if I could bro, you know what you were doing when you posted the video. You never had respect for me because you was like, still got my pic though, knowing how I felt about that. But it's okay. And it's just like, people were like, I don't like hate him for putting his arm around me. I'm not saying like he touched my butt, but some people just don't want to be touched at certain times.
Now, obviously, she is maintaining the same sentiment as before, that he asked beforehand and she said no and he still did it anyway. I, again, do not have the footage to show y'all if that actually did happen or not. But since I talked about it from his perspective, from her perspective, if that actually did happen, then bro is a creep and a weirdo. I can already understand not wanting to be touched when you're taking photos or when you're just doing anything around a bunch of people. Now, obviously, having some popularity makes that more difficult when people want to come up to you and take pictures, but she is making it known to him to not do that. And as I showed y'all from those other two past instances, it's not like she just out of the blue started saying this. No, she has been saying this to people and have been letting people know. And even in her response to everything that's going on, she didn't send hate to bro. She literally encouraged him to get the content off because it's getting views, and said she has no issues or hate towards him at all. She was just upset about what he did because she already told him not to do it. And yet people are still sending her a lot of hate. Obviously, the response doesn't end there. She continues going on to explain how her mental was in the situation and why she even went off on bro some more.
If you ever been to Atlanta streetwear market and I really didn't know how known I was. Like, I didn't think a lot of people knew who I was for real. Like, I don't know, I still think that to this day. Like, a lot of people was asking to take pictures, and sometimes it gets frustrating. Multiple people are talking to you at one time, so I just get so flustered, and I'm just like, he has to take a picture. I'm like, yeah, just please don't touch me, because like a lot of people touched me, and I was just like, you know, like, it just, you don't know everybody's intentions. Like, being in this world, you don't know a lot of people's intentions. So even if you have the best intentions, I just, based off your vibe, when your head was down the whole time, it just was like, no, please don't touch me. I got overstimulated, and then everybody's just telling me like, oh girl, you didn't touch your butt, like, and then some dude made a video like, oh, we make the wrong people famous, or he was like, she's not famous, da 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 da. Like, I never said I was famous. Never once have I said I was famous. But if somebody asked to take a picture with me, like, I mean, I don't know, but okay.
I genuinely don't understand how people are sending Summyah a lot of hate. I'm assuming it's because of past dramas and past altercations she's been in where people just automatically do not like her. Because when you look at the situation or even do an inkling of research to search or see the videos of her interacting with other fans that have tried to put their arms around her, it's the exact same situation. Maybe not as exaggerated, which if that's really what you're harping on, I feel like you're just trying to find a reason to be mad at her when this entire situation can just be summed up as a small miscommunication, because that's just a common courtesy that you literally seen from the other people who took pictures with her. They immediately asked, hey, can I put my arm around you? Because that's just a normal thing to do. But obviously it couldn't just be Summyah that spoke on the situation. One of her friends decided to talk about it as well.
Because why are you grabbing somebody? You don't grab. First of all, think about it like this. We're 19, 18, 20. Mind you, Summyah is probably like 5'3". She's like 5'3". She's 5'3", probably weigh like 100 pounds. And in her defense, why do she want a stranger wrapping her arm against? She don't know you. 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 I don't understand how y'all mad at motherfucker talking about she's not humble enough. She agreed to take the picture. She agreed to take the picture. That's why you even that close to her in the beginning. She agreed to take the picture, and she told you, I know Summyah, when we take pictures with fans, we tell them, don't touch us. When we take pictures with supporters, we tell them, don't touch us. Don't touch us. Don't touch us. Just don't touch us.
Oh God. Everything I was, she did not ask me to not touch her. Even though it was crazy because it was just days, I didn't really touch her. So, back to it though. Ashton, stay your place. You were not there, so I don't know why you act like you were. You know exactly what happened, because apparently you don't know your friend too well, because she definitely didn't. I say she didn't like specify, don't touch me, or I'm gonna run away and just like start cussing at you.
Now I don't know how, with everything I just told you, along with his last response to her friend and talking about the situation as well, you could possibly fully be on his side. If you want to be on his side and say the reaction was crazy, then I'll let you have that. But with everything else, making it seem like she just didn't say anything, or making it seem like it's okay for him to just not ask her, I just cannot agree with any of that. And it's not like this is a one-off situation. Again, I showed y'all instances in the past where the first thing people come up and do when they want to put their arm around her is ask immediately, because you don't know if they're going to be comfortable with that. You don't know if they're going to be okay. And that goes for really anybody, because you don't know what people's boundaries are, especially when they're at a high status and you know that a bunch of people are going to be coming up and taking pictures of them. And for my final thing I wanted to show, it's not like it's just Summyah, which is what a lot of people are doing. They're being like, Cardi B wouldn't do this, X, Y, and Z person wouldn't do this, person that's all the way over here doing something completely different wouldn't do this. Yet let's look at somebody who's in their same industry, streaming or general content creation, like Brooklyn Frost, who has had these same instances happen, and her response has been, hey, do not touch me or put your arm around me.
I do want to learn. No, yeah, no arm.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I wanted to see your card.
Sorry, wrong phone. Oh, wait. No hands on the
Yeah.
Oh, my fault, my fault.
You were walking, I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
No, I'm
I
sorry.
take my picture. I'm not even a picture type dude, but I just want to take a picture with her.
Okay, but
Let's
no
do it.
hands on the shoulder.
I know, no hands on the shoulders. I know, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying.
No, you're good. You're good.
People are trying to make this a crazier situation than it truly is when it's just somebody having to respect another person's boundaries. And I honestly think it's just because of past dramas that she had or past altercations where people just already don't like her and are trying to take any fragment of something that she might be in and turn her into a negative spin on it. When I showed you the guy who originally posted this had 3 different responses to the situation and Summyah only had one, which happened to be in a one-off TikTok live. She truly is not as invested in the situation as this guy is, or as in other people that are trying to make her the bad guy, which she really isn't when you look at everything all together. But at the end of the day, that is just how I feel. If you want to tell me how you feel, the best place to do would be the comment section down below, because this video is unfortunately over. But if you did enjoy this video, maybe consider giving it a like. And if you enjoy content like this, then maybe consider subscribing, because I post like this every single week. Never miss out on a single upload of that bell icon, because you'll be notified the millisecond a video goes live. That's enough for me. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace out.